Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we are delving into Apple. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 12th of May, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analyses for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be construed as financial advice. Since the 12th of May, 2025, our system has classified Apple as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0.44. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced natural fluctuations, but it currently reflects a loss of 0.00% since our initial hold or accumulate recommendation. The stock has broken the very wide and falling short-term trend upwards. Firstly, a slower rate of decline is indicated, which may serve as an early signal of a potential trend shift. In reaction to this, there will be support at the ceiling of the current trend that has been broken, which is $207.43. This level may present a second opportunity for significant gains. According to fan theory, $261.79 will be the next possible peak level and could represent a resistance point that may not be surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decline of nearly 20% over the next 3 months, with an expected return ranging between -41% and -20%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 4.6%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could range from -13.91% to 30% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $181.48 and $275.42. Our latest daily update for Apple features the headline, "A very strong day for Apple's stock price on Monday." The Apple stock price experienced an increase of 6.23% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 12th of May, 2025. The price rose from $198.43 to $210.79. This marks 3 consecutive days of gains. It will be interesting to see if the upward trend continues or if there will be a slight pause in the coming days. During the last trading session, the stock fluctuated by 2.18%, reaching a low of $206.75 and a high of $211.27. The stock has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 0.31% over the past 2 weeks. Additionally, trading volume increased on the last day, accompanying the price rise, which is a positive technical indicator. In total, 28 million more shares were traded compared to the previous day, with a total of 63 million shares exchanged for approximately $13.28 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price recorded was $260.10, while the lowest was $169.21. Currently, the price is 18.96%, or $49.31, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which also stands as the all-time high for the stock. Apple Inc. is making headlines today as it navigates a complex landscape marked by both opportunities and challenges, following a significant announcement of a temporary pause on high tariffs between the United States and China. Apple's stock surged over 5%. This momentum reflects not only a positive market response, but also the broader tech sector benefits from reduced tariff fears, which could pave the way for new highs in technology stocks this year. In tandem, analysts are emphasizing concerns related to declining iPhone sales in China due to fierce competition from local brands. However, Apple is reportedly considering price hikes for its upcoming iPhone models, framing these increases as justified enhancements rather than reactions to tariffs. This strategy could potentially improve profit margins in the long term, assuming customers remain willing to pay more for Apple's cutting-edge technology. Moreover, with indications that Apple might increase its U.S. investments as suggested by President Trump, there's an optimistic outlook about the company's commitment to growth in America, particularly amidst product launches slated for 2027. In the short term, while today's surge fueled by tariff reductions is promising, the long-term effects will largely depend on Apple's ability to innovate and sustain its market share against local competitors, particularly in China. Investors should keep a close watch on these developments as they may significantly influence Apple's stock trajectory moving forward. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 5th of May, 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned Apple a cautious grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025, it was noted that Wedbush assigned Apple a neutral grade with a downgrade action. On the same day, Scotiabank assigned Apple a perform grade with a downgrade action. Also on that Friday, Piper Sandler assigned Apple a neutral grade with a downgrade action. Interestingly, on that same day, Wedbush also assigned Apple an outperform grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as sell, while the price-to-book ratio is deemed a strong sell. In terms of return on investment, the analysts rate the stock as a strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Apple. The Apple stock displays buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting a positive outlook for the stock. However, there is an overall sell signal due to the relationship between these two indicators, as the long-term average is positioned above the short-term average. On downward corrections, support may be found at $200.82 and $204.96. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Additionally, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Notably, volume is increasing alongside the price, which is considered a favorable technical indicator. Despite this, some negative signals have also been issued, which could impact short-term developments. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Thursday, the 1st of May, 2025, and so far, it has declined by 1.19%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot has been established. Here are some additional signals that may pique your interest. Moving Average Convergence Divergence buy signal. Pivots, sell signal from 8 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 25 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 2 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 5 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 47 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 42 days ago. For more signals, please visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $198.85 and $188.38. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the stock may then fall to the next support level. In this case, Apple finds support just below today's level at $198.85. If this is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $188.38 and $181.46. This stock has average movements during the day, and with good trading volume, the risk is considered to be medium. During the last day, the stock moved $4.52 between high and low, or 2.18%. For the last week, the stock has had daily average volatility of 2.30%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is expected on the 7th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $1.42. Keep an eye on these numbers, as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $218.27. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a strategic point to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple faces its first support level at $198.85. If this support level holds firm, it could serve as a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let us examine some recent insider trades. The 5 most recent insider trades were executed by Parek Kevin, who bought and sold 39,275 shares or options in the company. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 24.032. Overall, insiders purchased 1,389,288 shares and sold 2,241,497 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $202.21, reflecting a decrease of 4.07%. This stock experiences median daily fluctuations, indicating a moderate level of risk. Additionally, there's a sell signal stemming from a pivot top identified 7 days ago. Is Apple stock a good buy? Apple presents several positive indicators. However, these are not substantial enough to classify it as a buy candidate. At the present level, it is more appropriate to consider it a hold candidate, suggesting either holding or accumulating shares while we await further developments. Our analysis has recently been upgraded from the sell recommendation to a hold or accumulate status. Upon reviewing the volatility and trading movements from the previous day, our systems indicate that the current price appears to be overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 13th of May, we anticipate that Apple will open lower by $1.19, starting at $209.60. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision upon StockInvest.us. By using the information, you agree and are held liable for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at StockInvest.